What's going on, everyone? Back with another tutorial. Actually, this will be my second one within 24 hours. This is more of a tutorial on sorry, I just got through eating, so still trying to clear my throat. Of just like a sound that I had come across while messing around with Massive. It's real gritty. Maybe something along the lines of like an excision or downlink style sound. Maybe even that sick, but like a lot different than my previous Feed Me tutorials. But it sounds like this. So I will go ahead and tell you that you do need the WoW plugin by Sugar Bytes. I highly suggest anybody who's looking to make a sound like this to purchase it. It's great. I love it. And it could be used for many other things than just, this. But this is just an example. I'll turn it off, and I mean, there's really not much of a difference without it, but it sounds like this without the filter. So it brings up the grittiness, and that's what I like. So let's get started. I'll just go ahead and run through it here. We're going to be using two oscillators. The first one is a square saw wave. It's just the stock one. I think the only thing that you do is up it 1 octave. And second oscillator, Rogue Math 3, and lower it 2 octaves. Position knob all the way up, intensity knob all the way up, and amp all the way up, and it's set to formant. And turn it to filter 1, and turn this to filter 1. We will be using an insert, and it's hard clipper. Dry wet is set to about in between 2 and 3 o'clock, and the drive is at about 4 o'clock. Let's turn this up. Filter 1 is set to scream, cut off left all the way down. Scream is set to 9 o'clock, and resonance just below 9 o'clock. And turn that up. Let's go to envelope 1. Okay, our let's see here. Our delay is all the way to the left, attack is all the way to the left, level is all the way to the left, and the decay is set to about 11 o'clock. Level is all the way up. The loop is at 12 o'clock. Morph is it's all the way to the left, and level is all the way to the left, and release is at about 8 o'clock. These are not changed. And I think, okay, on this one, the attack is at about 11 o'clock. Level is all the way up, decay is at 12. The level right here is all the way to the right. The loop is at 12. The morph is all the way to the left. The level is all the way up, and the release is at about 10 o'clock. Nothing was changed here. Voicing tab, you're at unison is at 3. I have it set to polyphonic, but this really isn't a sound that you want to use in chords or anything like that. So your best bet is probably just to use monophonic. And I have the pan position turned on, and it's all the way to the left to kind of widen the sound. And I think that's it for these tabs. Our effects, we've got reverb. Size is at 12 o'clock. and it's just a little bit of wetness on that. Not very much. We're using a dimension expander, and it's set just past the T in dry wet. The size is at about 10 o'clock in our EQ. Everything else is stock except for the low shelf, and that's boosted to the E in shelf. I think that should do it. I mean, drag your envelope here to cut off, turn it all the way up, turn it on your screen. It's about 2 o'clock, and it's set to 12 o'clock on resonance. And if you want to take away that modulation that you hear in there, you could turn on this modulation oscillator, turn it up 2 octaves, and set your oscillator 1 to phase and the knob to about 1 o'clock, and it kind of takes away that that modulation that you hear in there. If you're looking for a more straightforward sound, so that takes that away, but I love modulation, so I'll leave it off. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else in here. I mean, you could turn, you could put an LFO on your cutoff and, you know, modulate it that way if you'd like. But I prefer not to. Even put a performer on there if you want to. You know, just experiment around with this sound. There's a lot you could do with it. I just figured I would share it with you real quick. Yeah, experiment around with any of this and just, you know, see what you like. Create something that, you know, that you would like to hear out of this being the bass. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I forgot to show you guys the settings that I had on the wow filter before I had stopped the video before. So I'll go ahead and show you that now. For those of you who have it, I have it set on rejector, obviously. That's probably the most distinct preset that's in this, that wow has to offer. Everyone uses it because it's very good for sounds like this, and you know, I recommend it to anybody who's looking for that gritty type sound out of their presets. Okay, yeah, so I have it, overdrive is set just below 30. I'm pretty sure all this is just the stock settings for the rejector. So just take a look at what I have and copy it down if it's not the stock settings. It should be, though. If anything's different, it's the cutoff settings here that I have, and just change it to that, and you should be set. Yep, I think that's it, guys.